And we're back. We're back. I'm sorry I didn't make a video in the last 2 weeks. I unfortunately decided to take some additional hours of overtime to get a little bit extra money in life. But this is my priority, number one. Even more than work. Obviously you get paid to work and I'm not getting paid for this. But you know, you can be one of two things in life. You can either be passionate about what you do or passionate about what you do after. You know, you could be a doctor or something like that and hate it after 10 years and keep working on brains or whatever kind of doctor the doctor is or something like that. But as far as living to work and working to live, me personally, I do not live to work. I'm a professional at what I do, and I can do a good job and everything that I do, but I don't live for it. You know, I never start my morning and I'm like, yes, going to work, woo! Hey buddy. But I am about that as far as other things in life, you know, fishing and hunting, but comedy is number one. I can not go to a grocery store without talking a conversation. I love talking to people. When you go to the grocery store, you're like, what's up, Pam? You're holding down on aisle 6 and shit. You doing that damn thing? I know you are, girl. Yeah, that's what's up. You know, I think it's important to always make people feel happy. By the way, just an update. You see, I do got the fucking microphone on. And I also got a nice little mini tripod because my first tripod was too fucking big. So I had to use a fruit bowl to make a video. Something I don't like. So I'm new to the state of Texas. I was living in DC and many other places while I was in the Army and whatnot. But you know, one thing is universal about everywhere you go. You know that thing that people do when you walk and people say, they say good morning. You know, you normally just say good morning and you continue to just pass by somebody in life. But the one thing that people do the most, and it's pretty every state, even international places that I've noticed, is you know when you're walking by and stuff like that and somebody just goes like, they don't even have the breath of life to actually just get out the words good morning, okay? They sort of just word it with their mouths and they go, good morning. Hi, good morning. Hi. I hate that shit. Please, world, I am begging you, please stop doing that shit because it is the worst, okay? Somebody did that to me the other day. They were walking by and they went, good morning. And I went, go fuck yourself. Yeah. And it was kind of confrontational. They actually came over to me. It's a neighbor of mine at the apartment. And I hadn't even talked to him. I've just seen the guy around a few times. He said, hey buddy, did you just tell me to fuck off? And I said, what did you say first? And he said, oh, I said good morning. I said, I don't think you did. No, no. You whispered something. He's like, well, what did you say? I said, thank you. Thank you very much. And go through life with no problems. It was really awkward. Yeah, I'm always getting in trouble verbally. I'm not a criminal, not a fucking delinquent. I don't do 1468s like you would see on Cops or Live PD. My wife and I, we love that show. She got addicted to it. She's actually from Brazil. And it's a funny thing, they don't have that TV show. They don't have cops. I mean, they have police officers, but they don't have that TV show. One day, my wife came home. She saw the television was on. I was watching Cops. It was like a rerun. And my wife was like, hey, what is that show? What's going on? Is there like some big police event? Oh my gosh, what's going on? Of course, she doesn't sound anything like me. She's a lot more feminine and delicate and shit. Yeah, like that. Girl that's feminine, imagine. Anyway, and I said, no, it's a TV show called Cops. So she's just sitting down. She's like, can I watch? Of course you can fucking watch. It's Cops. You know, so I did some shit and I came back and like 2 hours later, she's just so excited watching it. Like my wife, she's in the bathroom right now. You might hear some noise. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, if you want to say hello to somebody, actually say hello. Actually say good morning, good afternoon, good night, shit like that. Don't be a stranger. You know the other thing that I do? Come completely nonverbal communication is when you are walking and people do this shit. They go like, yeah, you know what's going on. No, I don't fucking know. What are you looking up at? Why don't you stop using nonverbal communication, open your fucking mouth if you have the breath of life, and just tell me what's up, tell me hi, tell me good morning. The other thing that's is not the up, it's the down. It's the one where people go, like, you know what just happened. I have no idea what just fucking happened. Just please, just open your mouth. People think that I really I actually don't care as much as I do about the things that I say. No, I do. They enrage me. I have these small explosions that go off every single day, and I'm thinking like, oh gosh, just open your fucking mouth. Or when somebody parks in a handicap spot and takes out a basketball and starts to walk away. Yeah, somebody did that. I was at Walmart the other day, and somebody took parked in a handicap, took a damn basketball out and started walking towards the basketball court. And they said, hey, I'm sorry. I said, hey, sir, I think you parked in a handicap spot, which is another way of saying, move your fucking car. Yeah, it's another way of saying it. And the guy looked at me and he was just like, oh, it's cool, man. I've been parking there a long time. I'm only going to be a minute. First off, all right, park in a fucking handicap spot. It doesn't matter. If you jump in a pool, you're wet. It doesn't matter for how long at all, okay? But I just can't not stick my nose in something. You see, there's two kinds of integrity. One is doing something right when nobody's around. Number two is basically doing something right when somebody is around, but it's like calling somebody out. That's another. There's internal and external. You see something wrong, you correct it, you say, hey man, that's fucking wrong. You don't need to say it like that, but you can if you want. What else? Yeah, I hate that shit. You know what, as a matter of fact, these are actually, it's not really fighting words, but it's actually something you should not do. You wanna know some advice? You wanna know a little nonverbal communication, bad advice? Number one, if somebody ever goes like this, just stare at them. It's really hard. I would recommend that if you ever want to actually be more genuine, if somebody does that, what you should do is you should actually say something back to them. So just to fuck with them, somebody just nods like, hey, give them some actual verbal communication back and say, good morning, just to see what they say. They might like, they might not have a clue what to do, because usually people that do that, they're being nonverbal with you because they don't actually want to open their fucking mouth, let alone the people that get close to it and they just say, good morning. But what you don't want to do under any circumstance is if somebody does the whole like, what's up? Don't shake your head left and right. Somebody who's walking down the street and they go, you do this shit? And just keep walking by them, they're gonna look at you like you're a fucking psycho. I did that. Didn't work out too well. Guy just got so angry. He was like, hey, what's going on, man? You know, why'd you just shake your head no? I was just nodding yes. I said, I don't know, just fucking commit murder? Something like that? Well, what am I agreeing to? Am I agreeing that I won't tell anybody? No, see, that's me. I'm not gonna do that shit. I think that's about it. I think that's about it for now. So in short, if you want to say hello to somebody, open your fucking mouth and tell them hello, tell them good morning. If you want to tell somebody goodbye, don't just do that, tell them goodbye. If you have the breath of life, actually be more genuine. And that's some do's and some don'ts. No matter what you do, if somebody ever nods up or nods down, don't be confrontational, because if you go like this, you're asking for something. I'm not really sure what. And here's some fun fact info. If you ever go to Russia, I remember one of the first times I was in Russia, I was teaching all of my friends. I went there for school like 12 years ago. And I remember that when we were talking about all the bad words, that's usually like one of the first things that you learn. You learn sign language too, all right? So for example, this, people go like this. It's like, you know, I'm gonna drink and stuff like that. People go like this. In America, they go like this. Right, basically. But one of the funniest things I ever remember, if you ever want to really piss somebody off, if somebody says, fuck you, man, you go like this, fuck you. Now, it's not a fist. You got to put in here, because my friend Dimitri, he told me one time when we were doing nonverbal communication, just talking about it being relevant, he was just like, I had a question for you. What do you do in America when someone acts like piece of shit? You know, we go like this. It means fuck you. I was just like, that's kind of weird. You know, in America, we go like this. It means fuck you, okay? And he says, no, that is too big. I said, what do you mean it's too big? So this is my advice. Do what my friend Dimitri told me. He says, this is fuck you, like you have big dick. This is fuck you little, like you have little dick. Oh man, that's some good shit. I'm gonna use that in some comedy, 100% true. All right, everybody, stay black. I'll be back. Most relevant thing, I'm gonna try to do at least one video a week. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you need any advice, feel free to leave a comment or question or anything at the bottom. Make sure you subscribe at the bottom right corner, or I'll have to double check it, maybe it's on that corner. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this. Have a great life, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.